Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk. Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk. Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk. Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk. Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk. Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk. Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk.
If I keep this up and you get the names of who's playing in each leg up, because it says members of the darts club here, so the names would be good. I'll just put that there and we can leave it.
Thank you for listening. This broadcast has now ended. You can find more coverage at roseslive.co.uk.
Yep, testing, mic is working, all good. Yours as well?
Testing, hello. Hello.
All good? How's that? Any better? All good? Keep going, I'm still talking. How's this? Darts, they've thrown 180, double, triple, Charlie Jeffries, long boy, roses are white.
You're listening to Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailwig FM. This broadcast will start shortly. In the meantime, check out roseslive.co.uk for more coverage and full listings. You're listening to Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailwig FM. This broadcast will start shortly. In the meantime, check out roseslive.co.uk for more coverage and full listings. You're listening to Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailwig FM. This broadcast will start shortly. In the meantime, check out roseslive.co.uk for more coverage and full listings. You're listening to Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailrig FM. This broadcast will start shortly. In the meantime, check out roseslive.co.uk for more coverage and full listings. You're listening to Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailrig FM. This broadcast will start shortly. In the meantime, check out roseslive.co.uk for more coverage and full listings. You're listening to Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailrig FM. This broadcast will start shortly. In the meantime, check out roseslive.co.uk for more coverage and full listings. You're listening to Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailrig FM. This broadcast will start shortly. In the meantime, check out roseslive.co.uk. This is Roses Live, brought to you by URY and Bailrig FM.
But right now there's some music playing, good crowd of people, everything looks really good. So anyone just joining us, it's still the start of the stream. I'm Phoebe, this is Evan from the darts team. And this is the Vice Chancellor's fixture, part of the Roses tournament. It is an exhibition, so no points will count towards the final total. But it's going to be a good time anyway. We're going to get some good sport out of it, and a good time between the two uni teams.
Yeah, the crowd's a really good split here. It's about 50-50 Lancaster York, I'd say. So how the players react to the crowd, interact with the crowd, and the darts they throw will have a massive difference in the atmosphere of this fixture, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's quite a dramatic setup, to be honest, with the lights around the darts ring. It's all very, very professional. It's not what I thought I was going to see when I got signed up to do darts. We've got Long Boy approaching us now. Hello. I'm sure he'll have some great things to say on stage later. Probably get some good darts action in. I don't know if that's true or not, but I hope it is. Okay, I think here comes the host now. I'm going to kick off the event.
Oh, we have our caller, Liam Foxton. Great mathematician.
Great mathematician, is he?
True talent.
Vice Chancellor's 2025 Roses fixture.
Lots of applause for the welcome speech.
Right, so first up we have Long Boy.
First up, here comes the York mascot, Long Boy, in foam. Awkwardly shoes.
I'm not. I'm so.
Kane, because he's really.
Andy Schofield.
Here comes Lancaster Vice Chancellor Andy Schofield as well, up for his walk up, accompanied by, looks like a member of the darts team as well. very loud trumpet in the background somewhere. Not sure where that's coming from.
I think it's in Lancaster crowds.
Lots of noise from the Lancaster crowd for that one. Everyone's getting very excited now.
Charlie Jeffrey.
Here he comes. Here comes Charlie Jeffries, York Vice-Chancellor, drink in hand, alongside a member of the York Darts team, Nick. He'll be playing later in the first game.
A real confident player, Nick Theodoulou.
Confident walk on that, yeah.
He's loving the crowd, he's loving the atmosphere, as he always does. And he hopefully be interacting with the crowd in the ones. Some chants of TNT, signifying his Super League team on Tuesdays we have in darts. TNT standing for Team Nick Theodoulou.
Lovely. A good sportsmanship there, everyone's shaking hands. That's going to all be gone fairly soon, I think, as usual in Roses. But for now, everyone's just chatting. Longboy's getting involved somehow. I'm not really sure what he's up to, but he is there in the way, some might say. Okay. Do you think the Vice Chancellor looking confident? Do you think they're ready for this?
Vice Chancellor looking very confident. His practice
standing
starts.
the exact same way.
No, when we saw the darts that Charlie threw, me and my other fellow players just looked at each other, stunned by how good his darts was. Incredible.
Is he coming for Luke Littler's job? Is he coming for Luke Littler's job?
He is coming for Luke Littler's job.
That's the one darts player I know.
Luke Littler's coming this academic year. I hope we can interesting him. UCAS application to University of York to get on
Longboy's
the York Darts
throwing
ones.
his second dart, it looks like, or not. Just a big bird just deeply in the way is what I would call Longboy's performance right now. Okay, he's moving off now. Thank God for that.
It's the mind games. It's already in the Lancastrians' heads, I believe.
He's getting in their heads. Where's their mascot? Back in Lancaster.
All they have is a trumpet. It's poor.
That trumpet was in my ear at my commentary game earlier. It's quite intense, the trumpet.
Mind games from both sides here in Hendricks Hall.
Absolutely. Obviously, you know Nick Theodoulou quite well as part of the team. What kind of, would you say he's, what, is he a good player? How's he going to play today?
He's a very good player. He's the current ones team captain. Very confident player. He gives it large. He gives it so large. If you see him hit a checkout, he'll give it to the crowd.
Aww.
Be brilliant.
First Lancaster player just gone. I think they're just warming up because I haven't heard a score announced yet.
Practice starts. I think players usually get 9 darts each to practice, so 3 visits. Let's see. First darts thrown by our Vice Chancellor.
I mean, he's hit a 1, and a 12, and a 20. Okay.
he's just getting started.
Yeah. Nothing to write home about, but I'm sure he's got more in him for later. Lancaster has stepping up as well to get their practice darts in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Quick shout out to Dan Scott, putting the scores in for the whole of the women's fixture and this fixture. Great mathematician.
Yeah. Could not do it without them because I'm not adding this thing up from back here. Also shout out to the incredible tech team over here broadcasting at YSTV and UOI. Please go tune in to the stream on Roses Live on YouTube or listen on Channel 1 here on radio, which I guess you already are doing. But thank you to them for making this possible as we get into our first fixture in a second. Getting the crowd hyped up.
Lancaster are thrown first as they are the away team.
That's a 39, sorry, for the first one.
That's a steady first visit.
Sorry, I should say we are playing 301 today, so get it down 2-0 and then end on a double. That's 39 for the first go for Lancaster.
Oh, that's a 20.
Ooh, 52 for Charlie Jeffries from York.
Respectable switch for the treble 9. We're about to see the first piece of darting magic of the day from Nick.
That's another 64 for Lancaster, bringing them to 198. And Nick steps up, 32 for York, bringing them to 217. Andy Schofield leaving the role of Vice-Chancellor next year, being taken over by a new candidate. I believe his name is Dan. I'm not entirely sure. But that was a 36 for Lancaster just then from Andy Schofield.
Your Charlie here would be looking to get down to a finish, which I'm sure Nick Theodulu will be more than capable to take out.
40. Fairly evenly matched right now, 162 versus 177. No major upsets so far. Oh, Lancaster taking it with 57.
They saw 105, three-figure out shot there. Very doable three-figure out shot.
43.
Nice. That was Nick Theodolu bringing it down to 134 for York with a 43.
105. Vice Chancellor could be looking at the 19s here, I believe, for the route.
Hard to see past the host,
Yes,
but that's Andy Schofield shooting now.
40.
40.
this goes at least 65.
Down, yeah, down under the 100 mark.
Looking.
And Charles Jeffrey steps up again.
Ooh. One scored so far.
14.
14 for Charlie Jeffries. Down to 120, nearly double what Lancaster are at right now.
Nick Theodulu absolutely loves a Shanghai finish, which is triple, a single, and a double, which is 120, which is a Shanghai on the 20s.
Lovely.
26.
And he's going to give this a good
Lancaster
try
down
now.
to 39. Can feel the tension in the room as Lancaster inch closer to the end. Nick Theodolu now on the 120. 14, unfortunate.
14, leaving a triple to double combination.
Schofield's back on. He has to end on a double, so really needs some kind of even number in here.
Yeah, there was uncertainty about deciding whether this fixture should be ending on double, but after seeing the quality in the practice rooms, I think it's suitable to add a bit of
Schofield on
tension.
20, Jeffries on 106, trying to get it down a bit closer.
5 there, he'll go for triple 17 now to leave bullseye.
Oh,
Unfortunate bounce out there
yeah.
from CJ.
You can really feel how when it gets quiet, how tense everyone is, even though it's only an exhibition match. Just shows how much the community cares about this tournament.
Yeah, it's also a sign of respect from the crowd for keeping it silent.
No score for Lancaster.
68, he'll start on the 20s here.
Back to Nick from York.
He's go for 8 or 16. Oh, unfortunate into the 33, which I believe leaves 15.
Can he do it?
So he'd probably go for a single 7.
No score.
No
Yeah,
score.
bust.
Oh,
Double
unfortunate.
Double 10 for the Lancaster Vice Chancellor. Just outside.
Ooh.
No score.
Unlucky for Lancaster there.
68.
Still 20-68.
Starting on 20s here.
Charlie Jeffrey.
I must say, I do like Charlie Jeffrey's throw style. It reminds me very much of Mensur Sulovic, a professional darts player.
Yeah,
Very
good form.
good, very engaging throw.
And that is only a 12. 56 for York. Lancaster on 20.
Oh, interesting split. Double 6 to leave double 4.
Oh.
2 darts just miss on the outside of the outer ring.
Lancaster now down to 8. York still on 56.
Double 20
There's Nick
for Nick.
Theodolu again. Oh.
36.
Oh, down to 20.
Stay quiet.
I mean,
Double 4 for
Could
the
do it from
Lancaster
here.
Vice Chancellor.
come on, Andy Schofield from Lancaster.
No score.
Oh.
You're required 20.
Lots of support from Charlie Jeffrey from the crowd there. I think that's our
Yeah.
sports officer
Yeah, I
who's
think
going to be
that was
playing
CJ.
shortly. Oh, big. Oh, that is exactly 20 for Charlie Jeffrey. First round goes to York. Big
Brilliant.
celebration from the crowd. They're dancing on stage.
Brilliant. See, I said if if a checkout happened, Nick would give it to the crowd. That's exactly what he's done. I said Charlie would deliver, and he did. His practice darts in the practice room paid off.
Forget about the darts form. What do you think about Nick's dancing form there? That was quite something.
He is quite a dancer. He loves giving a little bit of a boogie
Yeah,
on a
clearly.
Tuesday or Thursday night where we have our darts competitions.
Do you? That's fun. I'll say we don't do that over at football, but you guys do you.
No, we love a boogie at
I think
UYDC.
next up we're going to have the sports officer versus activities officer, which will be Jack Watson from Lancaster and TJ from York. That was Nick Theodolo there, if you caught that on the mic. Coming to say hello. But yes, soon we're going to have the second match of our little tournament over here. Sports officer versus activities officer. And I don't know the sports officer here particularly well. So I don't know if you guys interact with her much as a uni of team or...
She actually came down to darts on Thursday to get some practice in.
Oh yeah.
And she had quite a close game with the woman who played last on the women's fixture, Millie. It was a very close game. Both players played really well. One of the legs went to a bull off, and TJ pinned a bullseye for the bull off. It was brilliant, shocking. I was refereeing the game.
That definitely bodes well for York then, to have someone so skilled on their team. I don't know a lot about the activities officer from Lancaster, but I imagine they've got a tough game to beat after that last one from Charlie Jeffrey. Feeling the pressure now from the crowd as some of the Lancaster supporters have left, presumably for other sporting events, but there's a big white crowd now, lots of black and yellow and white kit going on. I wonder if does that help to have a big crowd of your own supporters, or does it not? Is it just the number of people is stressful no matter what?
I would say it depends whose side the crowd's on, because last year in the darts ones especially, York were outnumbered about 20 to 1, but the York crowd was louder than the Lancaster crowd because we had more passion. We had chance of, is this a library? Because Lancaster was just so quiet. I believe TJ is paired with Imi McFun, the women's captain.
Oh yeah, sorry, my information's out of date, I think.
Yeah, brilliant player, really unlucky. Really unlucky loss earlier. Brilliant player. Couple of good runs, I believe, in a tournament on Thursday. She came 5th. Really good run there. Being a few of our good players.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, the UIDC players helping the York Sport President and the Vice Chancellors don't get walkout songs.
Oh no!
Imi has an iconic walkout song of Fireball, which you might have saw earlier in the women's fixture.
I think I did, yeah.
It was brilliant.
Some really good music choices, actually. I was quite enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a big part of Rose's picking your walkout songs, because it seems a big part of darts walkout songs. Only if you're lucky, you get 2 chances a year to have a walkout song. One being the varsity in Durham, the Durham versus York varsity, which is a collegiate varsity, and obviously Rose is here today. I believe Liam Foxton is getting ready to announce the next fixture, which York have the throw.
Let's see how it goes. So York currently 1 up in this 3-game tournament. Charlie Jeffrey winning the York Lancaster Vice Chancellors match. If you're just joining us now, this is the Vice Chancellors exhibition darts match. I'm Phoebe and this is Evan, and we're commentating the 3 games. We're playing 301. Let's finish on a double. And I think they're getting ready to announce the second match. Or they're just all milling around aimlessly and keeping me waffling for a bit. But hopefully it's going to start soon. Everyone seems to be getting ready. But yeah, should have another exciting match ahead of us. And then afterwards, who do we have in the final match? We've got Andy and Jack versus Charlie and TJ. Interesting. Here we go, announcing the game now, host on the stage. Here they come. This team. Lots of support from the crowd, very hard to hear what's going on. But yeah, very loud here. Just throwing the first practice darts now. Red Wine is playing, interesting choice.
Some steady practice darts.
Yeah. There we go.
I won't spoil it, but I believe TJ has a very good choice of walkout song.
Oh, exciting. Here we go. TJ from York. Here she comes. Alongside, did you say the captain of the women's?
Captain of the women's team. I believe bringing the women's team in the University Darts UK Big Weekender to the semi-finals, I believe.
Wow.
A great
First competition
player.
then for Lancaster.
Great player.
First practice darts thrown by TJ.
Imi's very good under pressure, I must say, so I expect her to deliver here. And I'm sure she'll be wanting revenge after her very unlucky loss earlier today.
That's good. You need something to fuel you in this kind of game.
Definitely.
While it may not be for Rose's points, it does still matter to the overall energy of Roses. Keeps everyone's morale up or down, depending on where you are in the rankings. And let's look at the rankings. Currently, Lancaster on 105 points, York on 74. You need 172.5 to win. It's not looking great for York right now, but I believe we can bring it back in the third day, definitely. I mean, it's anyone's game. It's always anyone's game, and I'll be happy whoever wins.
It's still 6 points up for play in the darts later. I believe the twos fixture, the open twos, is worth 2 points, and then the ones are worth 4 points. Last year was the first year that the Open 2's darts was worth anything, because it used to be just an exhibition, I believe, or just didn't count for anything. York Bees won the Bees for the first time in years. So we're getting onto our final few practice darts. Let's see how TJ is throwing. Throwing some decent arrows in the practice room. So she's had a switch of darts though. She was originally using my own darts, but she's had a switch.
Hope that won't throw her off too much then.
I believe Charlie pulled some strings and got her a set. So it should.
That's the benefit being the Vice Chancellor's team. All kinds of strings you can pull around here.
Yeah.
Still on their practice darts now, just finishing up probably the last couple of throws.
Good darts from Imi, Fireball, McFun, all in around that 20 segment. It's looking good. Oh, a lucky treble 12 there from the Lancaster Darts Society player.
Right, I think we're ready for
Here we go. Game is just about to start. Hosts getting very excited. Someone's got a very loud trumpet again. That's good.
Right, TJ will throw now, looking to get ahead in this shortened leg of 301.
Ooh.
40.
40 on the first throw, bringing them down to 261 for York.
Steady 40.
Here comes Activities Officer from Lancaster. 25. Big reactions from the crowd there for not a very big score. This shows how invested everyone is in this game. Everyone's very involved.
I believe
26.
That's 235 York, 276 Lancaster.
Amy with 26. She'll be looking to improve on that, and I'm confident she will in later visits.
Oh, Lancaster scored a 4 there. One fell on the floor, I think, unfortunately. Bounced off. But they can bring it back. TJ again for York.
40.
Another 40.
Steady darts from TJ. It's very respectable.
Brings York down to 195 versus Lancaster's 272. And they're throwing again.
Amy will be
44.
looking.
That's
to
better. 228 for Lancaster now.
Amy will be looking down to get a checkout now from 195. That's a 20 hit. A 5.
37.
37.
Leaving
nice.
a difficult checkout. 158, treble 20, double 19. And Lancaster now looking to get down to a finish from 228.
70. Wow, big throw from Lancaster. Both on exactly 158 now. Matching scores for York and Lancaster.
29.
And 29 for TJ from York. Lancaster throwing again.
29.
Both on 129 again.
It is neck to neck.
They're just copying each other's scores.
it's all mind games.
Absolutely. Lancaster just chasing after York's score, keep them on their toes.
27, Lancaster equal 129.
102 to York, 129 Lancaster.
Should be. I'm not sure about the route on the 129 from the.
Oh, unlucky. One dart on the floor.
44.
44 for Lancaster anyway, despite losing one dart, bringing them down to 85 versus York's 102.
53
Oh,
scored from
TJ bringing it down to 49 for York.
Activities officer should be looking at triple 15. No, does not know the route.
Slight pause for Lancaster there.
17, York equal
49-68 for
And you
York,
will be
Lancaster
looking
respectively.
You should be looking at 9s here.
TJ's throwing some fantastic darts.
She is.
Great big scores.
Took a time out to practice on Thursday. I'm sure she's been throwing through arrows throughout the week and in between then. It's paying off.
It's 29 for York, bring them down to 20 exactly.
Oh, double 10. I think that goes if they give them the chance. Interesting route, 25 leaving 43. So 25 and leaving 19.
Interesting.
49. Oh,
Wow,
yes.
20 and 19. Lancaster brought it down by 49.
TJ's hit 13 to leave 7, so she'll go for 3. Oh,
Oh,
no, she goes.
14.
down to 6 for
Double
York
3.
and 19 for Lancaster. Getting close now. The end of this game.
I wonder if we'll hear calls for 3s knees, where you bend down and go on your knees to hit the double 3 as a joke. Something we saw in the varsity last year in Durham, but I think we're taking this too seriously to do any of that.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's a good time though. Oh, can't quite see from here what's going on. No score. Still on 6, York.
Lancaster on 19, look to split, go for a single 3.
He's going for it. No score again.
TJ on double 3.
TJ from York throwing again. No score again. We're stuck at a bit of a stalemate here with 6 for York and 19 for Lancaster. As activities officer for Lancaster steps up.
Scores 7 to leave double 6 at 3 o'clock on the board.
7. So 6 and 12 now.
Problem with 12, if you go inside, you're on that dreaded double 3 that York are on now.
Yeah. No score again. Wow. Big support from the crowd for Lancaster as they step up to deal with their 12.
Yeah, I've been impressed with the atmosphere here today. In both the
Still
women's
no score.
in both the women's fixture and today, the atmosphere has been amazing. TJ approaching double 3.
Ooh. Come on, final dart.
Oh no.
Wow. So they've got to try and get a double 1 and then a normal 1.
Yes, 1, then double 1.
Yeah, so York are now stuck on 3. And to end on a double, they'll need to get 2 1s and a normal 1, which is a bit tricky, but we'll see how they do. No, no score. And Lancaster still stuck on 12.
I believe I've gone inside.
Anyone just joining us, we're in the last stages of the second game of our darts exhibition tournament with the Vice Chancellors. We're currently stuck with York on 3 and Lancaster on 12, as both need to end on a double in the 301 game we're playing. York need a double 1 and a regular 1 to finish this game, and TJ from York has just finished throwing, and it's no score again for York. Back to Lancaster's 12.
Other issue with double 6 is if you drop down into the 10, you hit double 1. But I believe the Lancastrian has gone into the 6 to leave double 3.
3 and 6 now. This is an impossible game. Everyone's just stuck in the same area.
Unlucky from TJ there.
No score again. Oh my goodness.
I have to say the players are all handling the nerves really well. They look really calm and collected.
Yeah.
But
And the audience are just as into it as they were 10 minutes ago, so that's really good.
I don't think there's a dart limit, because in the women's fixture there was a 60 dart limit, but
Okay. They are counting the darts though, I see, so maybe there is.
I think that just comes with the website, but
Ah,
I
okay.
don't think there could be a 60 dart limit. We'll have to find out. So again, York are on 3 and Lancaster are on 6 remaining in the second fixture of the VC fixture.
TJ for York throwing now.
No score.
No score again.
Double 3 for the Lancaster sports officer.
Very unlucky so far.
No score. York you require 3.
Still no score for Lancaster either.
Emmy going for 3. Wants
Do you
one.
think the players are rattled? Do you normally get frustrated at this kind of point in the game, or is it just
no,
more
doubles.
important they got the end result?
Doubles. I think the only weak point in our club is just doubles. It's pretty normal thing to struggle with. You either some days you either hit them or they don't.
No score.
I believe in one of our fixtures against, I believe it was Sheffield, either Sheffield Hallam or University of Sheffield. We had a, actually I think it was Leeds. We had a double 1-off where both teams were on double 1, and the end leg ended up being 121 darts. You see, we're on 63 now. It was long.
As York captain steps back up to the plate again.
Amy still looks calm and collected as she hit the. Oh.
Unfortunate, no score again. Lancaster throwing now. No score.
This can get frustrating if you keep hitting the doubles, and as well not hitting the big numbers.
Yeah. With such small numbers as well, there's a tiny margin for error.
I believe
here.
double 1 for TJ.
Nice.
Now.
So TJ from York now needs just a double 1.
I'm sure Emmy
while
knows.
Lancaster still look for the double 3.
In. You work your way in.
This game now.
I can see
Lancaster
this.
again.
I can see the scorer Dan Scott on his computer there. He's loving this. He has to.
Wow, down to 3 now for Lancaster. 2 and 3.
Oh,
they're in the same situation that York were just now.
Oh, some close start. Can Emmy work her way in? Double 1. Unlucky.
No score again.
Just inside the 20 from Emmy McFun.
York and Lancaster stuck in a very big impasse of 2 and 3, respectively. They must be getting tired now, trying to go for the same numbers.
The thing about missing doubles, it builds up so much pressure across the leg that it's such a release whenever the double is hit. So I'm sure the crowd will go absolutely wild when this double 1, it will be a double 1 either way, is hit.
I'm sure our mics are really looking forward to it.
Emmy just wiring the double.
Oh.
So close.
Almost. No score for Lancaster.
Lancastrians bust score again, still leaving them on 3. Same here with
TJ scores
York.
20. No score again.
No score. Final visit each. York you require 2.
Oh, I believe we do have a bull off. It is going to be a 90 dart dart limit. So we're having 3 darts at bullseye now, I believe.
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
after.
You're right.
So they get 1 dart each at the bullseye to decide who wins this fixture.
Wow. Penalty shootout of darts.
TJ gets 1 dart.
Very intense over here at the fixture. Ooh.
It's 1 dart.
Very close for TJ. Not quite though.
It's 1.
Oh, is it in?
I believe there's a confusion of whether a bull off can be 1 dart. Sometimes it's 1 dart, sometimes 3 darts. It can happen.
See.
But luckily, the first dart was the closest.
3 for York. That is TJ, sports officer, accompanied by the captain of the women's team. Coming up soon after this victory is the 3rd game of the tournament, which will be Andy Schofield and Jack Watson from Lancaster and who'll be leaving us now, and a new commentator shortly. Sorry. So thank you very much, Evan, for helping out, and you can go get ready for your section of the tournament.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
luck.
listening. Thank you.
So as we just finished our second game between TJ and what's the name again? TJ and Izzy. TJ and Izzy, and then the activities officer and a member of the Lancaster Darts team. So we're now on York 2 for the exhibition game. York have won 2 of the 3 matches. As we move into the third one, which is the Vice Chancellors and members of the, I believe, 2 darts teams from their respective universities. Atmosphere is quieting down a bit now. People have realised that York have won this mini tournament and they have other events to go to. But there is still a good buzz in the air. I can see lots of red shirts, lots of white shirts. Really good mix of people who've come out to support today. And as I'm just waiting for our next commentator to come help me out, who will be Paisley, who I believe is also a member of the 2s team. I want to wish Evan, my fellow commentator, good luck in his match, as well as the Lancaster teams and Vice Chancellors. I was told a fun fact about Charlie Jeffrey earlier, which is that he was in the Loughborough Echo for hitting a 180, which is quite exciting. I think that's impressive. And welcoming now Paisley to help me out with the commentating for the last match. Do you want to say hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hold it more like this, like a lollipop.
Like a lollipop.
Yeah, there you go. Paisley, do you want to introduce what you do at darts, what team you're in, and what you're thinking you're going to see today from the VCs and members of the teams?
I'm the president of darts. I try to throw darts, and I'm in the in the A's. The open ones later. The standard so far. Well, the women from both sides were amazing, especially the Lancaster team. Played really well.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
This has been good fun.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe this. Fun.
It doesn't matter in the overall tournament, but it's a good fun. Introducing now, doing the walk-ons for Andy Schofield and Charlotte from Lancaster. Confident-looking squad from Lancaster, all dressed in red.
I like that. Colour coordinated. Very good, very good.
Back from our side, Charlie, TJ, and Evan.
Well, Charlie proved he was pretty good in the first game.
Yeah.
So I'm confident in him. This Evan guy, I don't know. I guess we'll see on the stage. He's president next year, so he better play well.
Yeah. We'll see. Good practice for him when he's president. I mean, just now.
Yes, yeah, it's Jack Watson.
Unfortunately, they all got stuck in that those last few small numbers of the doubles, but what can you do?
it happens. It happens.
Bit of a stalemate.
Maybe a bit controversial. I don't know if the ref knew what he was doing.
Oh, we can't say that. We can't say that on air. So the competitors are just doing their warm-up darts now. I've had a bit of a technical malfunction with some of the cameras, but it should be all right. Where's the table going? It's all right.
Yeah, I think Lancaster have the darts in this leg, so they'll be thrown first. I think that each player's having 6 warm-up darts.
Okay.
And then we'll get underway.
Very, very bright green darts. Those are.
Yeah, I like it.
I
Looks
can
good
actually
for the
see
camera.
them on the board from here, which is good. I couldn't.
We can't see his bright green darts because of how tall he is.
On the floor. No, yeah, I do see why he's in the lighthouse. See on the back of his shirt.
Yes, yes.
I'm assuming that's why.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone was saying that she came along to a training session. So anyone who's just joining us now, I'm Phoebe and this is Paisley, commentating the Vice Chancellor's exhibition match of darts. Introduced that really badly, but it doesn't count towards the final Roses scores, but it's a bit of fun and it raises morale for everyone. And Lancaster are about to throw their first star of the last game. York currently 2-0 up, but we'll see if they can bring it back a little bit in this final game. Here we go. Andy Schofield, Vice Chancellor, throwing now. 35.
You don't mind that. It's a steady start. It's a steady start.
That's solid, yeah. Not bad. Bringing them to 266. And here comes Charlie Jeffrey.
To set up in his home is what I heard.
That is 275 for York. Up comes Jack Watson from Lancaster. 25. 241 for Lancaster.
Oh, here he goes. The lighthouse. Oh, I don't know if he wanted it down there. 2 steady darts, 2 steady darts.
Yeah. 250 for York, 241 for Lancaster. Everyone at a fairly even pace right now, fairly solid.
Yeah, well, one big score could change the leg here.
I think so. 216.
I think the key in these games is just get as many darts as double as you can. You just want to set up quickly. And then hope one of the doubles goes in.
It's gotten very quiet in here suddenly. I can hear.
Yeah, Lank's pulling ahead now. A big score here would really help out.
Comes Andy Schofield for Lancaster. 7 for Lancaster. I didn't mean to laugh. It's very funny that we went a big score lead here and immediately was 7. I don't mean to laugh at their score, but that's just contradictory.
Oh, what a dart by Charlie Jeffrey
Charlie
there.
Jeffrey.
Oh, my God.
Incredible shot.
Oh.
Whoa, hello.
Well, oh my days.
95 from
Brilliant
Charlie
dart from
Jeffrey,
Charlie.
bringing us down to 141 for the York team.
You can tell he's been practicing.
Lancaster still on 209. That is a man who's committed to this game.
Yeah. He got his own specialised shirt just for this match, I heard.
Wow. 170 now for Lancaster.
I quite like them. I might.
Thanks to Jack Watson. Evan Hartfield back up again.
That's good counting. That's a good leave. A steady 100
41.
left.
Wow. Good progression here. Fast moving.
Few boos from the crowd as the 170 didn't go.
I think most of the supporters here are Lancaster. 92. Big Lancaster crowd in here. 23 for TJ, our sports officer
Wow,
here in York.
close game.
77 to 78, you're right. York, Lancaster, respectively. Here comes Andy Schofield once again.
Think he's left 43 there.
43.
45.
45, wow. Lots of support for Charlie from the crowd.
Yeah,
Goes
and a lot of
goes again.
noise.
Lots of noise.
The route here is 19. So would he go? Oh, he's at 15. I don't mind that. 62 left.
He's really focused. He's taken a big pause here.
Yeah,
He works it out.
12 for ball. Ball for the match.
Goes again.
Oh, it's a good effort. It's a very good effort.
Wow. 42 for York. Lancaster still on 45 as Jack Watson starts throwing.
Hasn't left a double. Just needs to tidy up now for his team. 42. I think Evan will go for a 10 or a 6 here.
Okay. Lancaster now on 27.
I think he's hit a 10.
Hard to tell from here.
Leaves double 16.
I think I see a 6, but I'm not really sure.
Oh, he's left double 8 at the end of the visit, so it's not bad.
16 for York. As we move into Lancaster's 27th dart,
27. Aim at the bottom of the board. Lots of odd numbers. Oh, that's unlucky. That is unlucky.
No score for Lancaster. It's a shame.
TJ stepping up now. Hit double 8.
Here she comes. Oh,
Right, sorry.
unfortunate.
I think he's at 11 for double 8 as well.
Looks like it. Andy Schofield stepping up
Oh.
for Lancaster again. Lancaster down to 16, same as York.
Both teams on double 8. It's just whoever can hit it
Charlie
first.
Jeffrey getting lots of cheers from the crowd. He steps up again. Everyone seems to really like Charlie Jeffrey today.
Oh my God, he's done it!
He's done it! For good reason, he's done it. That's another victory for York. That's 3 victories in this Vice Chancellor's exhibition. Wow.
Wow, what a double again from Charlie Jeffrey.
Absolutely dominated by York there.
Unfortunately, there's no points online there, but maybe that'll lift the mood for later.
Absolutely. I think that's really going to help the environment for the rest of the tournament. So, yeah, anyone who wants to recap, we've played 3 games today. Every single one of them won by York over Lancaster. Very exciting stuff. Second game, very close. A bit of a stalemate towards well. Had some great throws. Got some
Yeah,
big,
he looks a steady player.
some big totals in for him. Yeah, I believe, when's the other darts games on later you want to promote?
So the open 2s are on at 4, and the
Yeah.
open 1s are on at 8. I might replace myself with Charlie based off those darts. Hopefully he can keep it up.
Great. Well, if you want to tune into those later or come along in person, please do. We'd love to have your support over here at the Darts. But thank you for listening, and we hope you've enjoyed this little Vice Chancellor exhibition. Have a good rest of Roses.
Thanks for listening. Roses Live is brought to you by URY and Bailrig FM.